What's up, I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. So it's been a while since I've done a Tag Tuesday, and I like to do one at least once a month now to stay with the original content that my channel started with. I also really want to do a tea spill, and while there are some topics that I would like to do in the future, which please feel free to recommend some tea spill recommendations, but while there are some topics I want to do, I really wanted to do a tag. So I was looking through and trying to find some more negative book tags, and one of my favorite has always been the Nope book tag. It's been 2 years since I've done this, and oh boy, how did I get this extra in 2 years? What happened? So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to have the BookTube book, which is the original, link down below, as well as my old video. Yikes. Tea spill is brought to you by, well, it's brought to you by me, but the tea is coming from Sips By, which is a tea subscription box that I have been loving. I kid you not, I am making like bullet journal spreads based around the tea that I am getting. You go on, you log in, you make a profile, you tell them what you want and what you don't want, and then they send you free. They send you 4 different types of tea, and I'm going to tell you what this month is. So these are my July teas. I'm always late on the unboxing, I'm so sorry. They always come with some extra little baggies, which are super cute. So the first thing that I see is this Farmer Market Peach. I love any type of fruit. I'm pretty excited about this. This might have to be the one I try, especially because it's caffeine free and it's like 7 o'clock at night. So I might have to give the Farmer's Market Peach one. It's really cute. It comes in this little resealable bag. You can see the stuff on the back. It kind of looks like it's been smothered in hot sauce, honestly. Next we have Vanilla Matcha. We have the Vanilla Matcha, which is creamy and refreshing, which looks really good. It says something about coconut on it, which I love that. This has medium caffeine. It says it's great for green smoothies or next level oatmeal, and these usually come with some sort of like discount code if you really like the tea, so you can go onto the site and buy more of it. So next, this looks so cool. So this is called Sweet Peppermint. I might have to try this. It's caffeine free. I love peppermint tea. I feel like it will go with the aesthetics, and they're called tea drops, and this one is in the shape of a heart. You guys can't really tell. I can barely tell. And you just drop it in. You pour, drop, and enjoy. This is true loose leaf tea. Some sediment will be at the bottom of your cup, but you know, that's okay. How cool is this? I'm intrigued by this concept, so I feel like this is definitely the one I'm gonna have to try this time around to see like if it's gross, if you need to put it in a bag, like what's going on there. And the last one is this Zesty Orange Green Tea. However, that's not all that's in my box. There's something else on here which is not listed. This is a low caffeine. It doesn't really say anything about letting it steep, which I guess makes sense because you're just dropping it in. Oh, there's already cat hair. So intriguing. I am like, what? So let's go ahead and just drop that in. Like a bath bomb for your tea, but you can actually eat it. We'll let that disperse and let's get in to the tag. Actually, what if I just focus on books that I've read this year? So Nope #1 is a nope ending, a book ending that made you go nope, either in denial, rage, or simply because the ending was total shit. So the nope ending that gets me the most, and it's not even necessarily just the ending, it's like the whole second half of the book, or even like I guess the last quarter of the book just sucked so bad, and that is Stephen King's The Outsider. That was a really great, interesting like mystery thriller as it started, and then it just went downhill halfway through because we reach a point where things become a little more supernatural, and it just did not work. It was terrible. I hated every second of it after that point. Like if it would have just focused on the first part, I probably would have been okay. So it would have been a really good interesting thriller. But I knew it was coming as soon as it turned supernatural. I knew exactly what was going on, and then you just have this much left of the book, like a whole freaking 300 pages that are dedicated to this, and it's just so bad. It's bad all around, my friends. Number 2 is a Nope Protagonist. This is a main character that just drives you crazy. So, oh my gosh, Leah from Leah on the Offbeat was I remember kind of disliking her a little because I only ever saw Love, Simon. I only ever saw the movie. I didn't read the book. So I didn't really care for that much in the book or in the movie because she gets mad at Simon for like not telling her things, but like that's personal to him. He does not owe her that information. Like a lot of that was just weird. Then we get to Leah on the offbeat and she is just a bitch and then wonders why people don't like her, and she's like, she swears it's because she's fat, but no, it's because you're just a bitch. Like people just don't like you because you're a bitch. Like that's the reason. Sorry to let you know that. Oh god, this looks insane. I think I should have brought a spoon. It's really hot. This is absurd. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm slightly concerned about the state of my tea. Nope series. A series that turned out to be one big, huge pile of a nope, nobody nope. Don't think I'm going to be continuing on with the Kiss Quotient. That first book was just not great in my opinion. There are so many better romances out there, and I understand that there was like some autistic rep in it. I don't know anything about the rep. I don't know if it's good. You'd have to ask someone else on that. I didn't think that some of the physical interactions were accurate, especially when you have a character who is saying they do not like to be touched and they were feeling very weird about that, and then things just turn in a hot one whole second, and then all of a sudden it's like she's totally into it even though nothing has changed really within that 1 second. So that was pretty annoying. It doesn't matter, like you can just not be into things during sex and that's okay. Like it's not a matter of like being with the right person. You just don't like things sometimes. I didn't think the writing was great, and I also really did not really like either of the characters. Aspect of like, you know, when someone's your soulmate, if you buy them underwear, like what? That makes absolutely no sense. The only people who really should be buying you underwear are yourself and like your mom maybe, but other than that, that's just weird in my opinion. I know what my butt cheeks like. No one else does. Also, the guy was like, oh, this is what I do for a job, but then he gets very protective, and not even like a good protective, like he's just jealous all the time, even though it's like, that was your job. Like you are an escort, you are a male escort, and then all of a sudden you become very protective of this girl. And there's a second one, and like what is that even about? What is that about? They're probably gonna get in some sort of argument. There's gonna be a misunderstanding because people just don't communicate, and then they're gonna get back together, and that's gonna be that. I just told you how the second one goes. I didn't even have to read it. Number 4 is a nope pairing. This is a ship you don't support. Let's give this a try, since I think I have. It smells very pepperminty. It doesn't look super dark, so I'm concerned, and I just see a lot of sediment on the bottom. This has a surprising amount of flavor for like being barely dispersed. It also has a natural sweetness to it. Like, was there sugar in that? Yes, there is raw organic sugar in this. So that is, I was like, this tastes like it, because I don't add anything when I taste these. Normally I would add honey and a little bit of sugar. So this does have sugar in it. It has natural sugar in it. And it tastes really, really good actually. Like this is perfect. This is how I would make it normally. These are awesome. Like I want these like in my purse at work, because bags are sometimes hard to carry because they get loose and beat up and just not good. Okay, so the couple that I do not ship, so there's like 3 main characters basically in Wicked Saints. I think she goes by like Nadia and Seraphim, and then there's the other guy that's involved, the dark-haired one. I do not ship the dark-haired one and Nadia, or whatever her name is. I don't ship them together. I know that they are kind of the main love interest, but I have made some notes in my reading that I think her and Seraphim are going to be amazing together. Okay? I feel it. I feel it in my bones. If it doesn't happen, I'll be very upset. It rarely happens that I have a ship that is outside the normal ship, which is how I know that it should be for real. Number 6 is a protagonist action decision, a character decision that made you shake your head. Nope. My sister the serial killer, I would not do any of those things that protagonist does, because she helps her sister hide bodies, which is not something I would do. I also would not stand by as she was trying to go after people that I actually knew. A lot of weird things happened in that book. Nope book format. So this is a book format that you say nope to and like refuse to buy. Again, not too picky with my formats, honestly. I tend to avoid the most mass market paperbacks. Like I will prefer an ebook over mass market paperback, and I honestly, it's not so much the looks of it or anything like that, it's just I find them inconvenient to hold. It's hard to like spread them. It's hard to spread the cheeks to get up in there. It's getting worse. So it's hard to open those up unless you're totally breaking apart the book, and at that it's like I'm probably not going to keep the book if I destroy it in order to read it. So that's my main concern there, is that they're just not comfortable to read for me. Number 10 is a Nope recommendation. This is a recommendation that keeps getting pushed in my face, and I don't want it. Like, stop giving me the recommendation. I ain't about it. Oh, any Stephen King. Like, just stop recommending me Stephen King. Me and Stephen King, we just don't get along. We ain't... Something about his writing just does not sit well with me. I don't read it well. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't really understand anything that he does. Stop telling me I need to read, oh, if you read Misery, oh, if you read it, it's a lot different. Well, I heard there's a child orgy in that, so I'm just gonna stay as far away as possible from that. Number 11 is a Nope cliche or pet peeve. This is a pet peeve that makes you roll your eyes. I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding. That to me is just lazy writing. At this point it just has to be a joke. Like, everyone in the book community knows that it's bad writing, and it takes me, if I see that line, I roll my eyes. I'm like done with the book. I don't even care how great the book was. Like, that line just annoys me so much. I read a line in Thunderhead that was amazing, and it's basically I let out a breath I didn't know I was holding, but it actually like described what that feeling is. I don't know, there's never a time where I'm like I released the breath I didn't know I was holding. Like, I feel like at this point it has to be plagiarism. Like, everyone's doing it. It's all the rage, kids. Number 12 is a Nope love interest. This is a love interest that's not worthy of being one. A character you don't think should have been a viable love interest. And let's come in with the hot take. And I'm just gonna go with all the characters from Cruel Prince, because why? All those people are terrible. I feel like if they were to ever bang, it's gonna be torture porn. I just don't know. Like, they basically hate each other and they want to kill each other, but somehow, they're gonna fall in love. This just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm all about like enemies to lovers, but there's like no fundamental switch there. Like, they don't ever really, I don't know, they don't ever see eye to eye. We have a Nope death, a character death that still haunts you. I'm just skipping this because we don't need to talk about that. There's no spoilers in the tea spill. Then number 16, Nope author and author you had a bad experience reading and have decided to quit. I am going with Becky Albertalli and also Adam Silvera. Both of them, their writing style is just not for me. I never like any of their characters. I don't really care for the premise of any of their stories. I am going to be leaving all the information for Sips By down below. I do believe that I have a coupon code so you guys can get a little bit of a discount. If you're a big tea lover, I think they're great. I love that it's personalized, so you're not really getting any teas that disappoint. I have not been disappointed yet. They're all so good. I didn't know there was so many good teas in the world. I'm very impressed by these little things. Tea drops. Tea drop. Top drop. If you guys have enjoyed this little break of, it's not a full tea spill, but it's a half tea spill. It's a little bit of a knockover. So hope you guys have liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe to see future tea spills from me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Bye.